Welcome to virtual class of Municipal Corporation of Greater Mumbai Education Department. I am Mrs. Akshata Kale and today we will learn English. Come on students, we will move to the lesson. Hello students, welcome to Virtual Training Center Dada. I am Mrs. Akshata Kale and today we are going to learn English of Standard 6 and the topic name is 1.7 Paramavira Chakra, our heroes. Yes, you have heard about legendary heroes of the past and their extraordinary acts of bravery, isn't it? But even today, many brave soldiers of our country sacrifice their own lives for our safety. Their brave deeds are honored by bestowing military decorations on them. Yes, dear students, today we will read about the bravest of the brave, Flying Officer Nirmaljeet Singh Sikon. He was awarded with India's highest military decoration, Paramavira Chakra, posthumously. Now, dear students, who becomes eligible for Paramavira Chakra? We will see. Okay? Paramavira Chakra is India's highest military decoration. It is awarded for the most conspicuous bravery. Here, conspicuous means outstanding. Okay? Bravery or some daring or preeminent act of valor or self-sacrifice in the presence of the enemy, whether on land, at sea or in the air. See, this is the medal of Paramavira Chakra. Now, dear students, here is the list of Paramavira Chakra awardees. You can see that the Paramavira Chakra is a very rare honor. So far, it has been awarded only 21 times. 14 of these awards were given posthumously. The meaning of posthumously is after a person's death. Got this? See our heroes. Yes, students, we will see how is the medal. Now, it is very simple in appearance. It is made of bronze metal and is fitted with swivel mounting and has a plain purple ribbon. On the obverse means front side, it has the Indian national emblem at the center. You can see there, right? Surrounded by 4 replicas of Indra's Vajra. Indra's Vajra we got from that mythological story that we will listen later. On the reverse, on the back side, okay, on the reverse, the words Paramavira Chakra are engraved in Hindi and English with 2 lotus flowers in between. Please observe carefully. We can see that it is written in Hindi language and also in English. Okay, this is all about the structure of the Paramavira Chakra medal. Yes, dear students, we will go through about the story on Indra's Vajra. Okay, Indra's Vajra or thunderbolt is supposed to be a matchless weapon. But what makes the weapon invincible is the supreme sacrifice of the sage Dadichi. According to legend, thousands of years ago, a demon had stolen all the water in the world. Innocent people were suffering and dying without water. This demon could not be defeated by any ordinary weapon made of ordinary material like wood, metal, etc. Something extraordinary was required. It was learned that the sage Dadichi had bones of such extraordinary power. But how could one ask for the bones of a living man? Sage Dadichi was a noble person. He himself laid down his life and gave his own bones to help the people. Indra Vajra means Indra's weapon of thunderbolts was fashioned from these bones and the demon was defeated. Just as the Indra Vajra derived power from sage Dadichi's bones, the Indian military derives its strength and power from the sacrifice of the bravest of the brave, the Paramavira Chakra holders. Got this, students? Now we will see who designed the medal Paramavira Chakra. We know the structure of the Paramavira Chakra, what is written in front and back side of the Paramavira Chakra, and who gets the Paramavira Chakra and all that we came to know. But now we will see who designed this one. Okay. The Paramavira Chakra medal was designed by Savitribai Khanolkar. You can see her picture beside the medal. She was a European lady who married Vikram Khanolkar, an Indian army officer. Got this, students? Yes, dear students, now we will see the biography of Flying Officer Nirmaljit Singh Sikon. Why he became eligible to be awarded the Paramavira Chakra, we will see. On the 14th of December 1971, Srinagar airfield was attacked by a wave of 6 enemy Sabre aircraft. You can see here. Okay, that was the morning. Flying Officer Nirmaljit Singh Sikon was on readiness duty at that time. He could not take off immediately because of clouds of dust raised by another aircraft. By the time the runway was clear, the enemy aircraft were overhead. They were flying low, firing and attacking the airfield with bombs. See this? They are firing with the bombs. Even then, Flying Officer Sikon took off in his net fighter the moment he could. He began to combat the powerful Sabre jet aircraft of the enemy. He damaged 2 of them. His fight with the attacking aircraft now continued at tree-top height. At last, the enemy aircraft fled from the scene of battle, means they ran away. The airfield and the town of Srinagar were saved. But alas, Flying Officer Sikon's aircraft too crashed and he was killed. So unfortunate that is. Flying Officer Sikon displayed great flying skill and determination in the face of certain death. He showed unmatched heroism above and beyond the call of duty. Salute to the bravest of the brave flying officer Nirmaljeet Singh Sikon. Students, we all means we are all people of India. We are living happily and peacefully. How? Because of our Indian defense. Because they give us protection. Correct? They help us to live peacefully and safely. Now dear students, now we will go through and we will study about the Indian defense structure. Okay? Here there are three types. First one is Army, that is Indian Army, Indian Navy and Indian Air Force. Okay? Three types of categories are there in our Indian defense structure. We will go through one by one. Indian Army. Indian Army is the land-based branch and the largest component of Indian Armed Forces. Means this is land-based. Got that? This is a war tanker. Is used during wars. See, these are our soldiers, our heroes. Second one is Indian Navy. Means the Indian Navy is the naval branch of the Indian Armed Forces. Means it protects us through the waterways. These are called Navy warships. See this is a Navy warship with fighter jets. You can see over that warship, so many fighter jets are there. Third one is Air Force. Means the Indian Air Force is the air arm of the Indian Armed Forces. Its complement of personnel and aircraft assets ranks fourth amongst the air forces of the world. Indian Army is on land. Indian Navy, it protects us from the enemies entering through the water, and Air Force means from the air. Yes, dear students, these are called as fighter jets and these are used during wars for bombing and for firing. Okay? Now students, if you want to join or to enter the defense services, I am going to give you some tips. First method is through applying and qualifying some entrance examinations like NDA and NA exam or CDSE exam, or for Air Force AFCAT, that is common admission test exam. Okay, if you go through by net or internet, if you put like this NDA exam, it will give all the information. Okay, and after 12th you can apply for all this. Okay students, Yes. What is the use of joining the defense service? You know, dear students? Yes. By joining defense services, you will get an opportunity to serve your motherland.
Thank you very much, students, for being a part of this lesson. Please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to get new updated videos.